All right, everyone, here we go. Doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. This is the second half of May 2026. I may have Freudian slipped at some point. I wouldn't surprise me if I called this reading at some point during this reading or before this reading leading up to it, the second half of April. Because it's very similar in energy, but only the second half of April was set up more than action. This feels like action in my pre-shuffle here. This is your chance. This is it. Okay? This is an in and out energy. It's not a player. It might be a player coming towards you. I don't know if it's your runner or whatever. I have no idea. But you're going to get a chance here. Let's skip to the end, right? To get you some justice. To solve some shit. This is an in and out energy. It comes in and it goes out. Here's your shot. It's sort of like, if I'm to put it to an analogy, you run into somebody. Somebody you never thought you'd see again, and you probably won't see them again after that, right? So you say what you make a big scene at the farmer's market. You make a big scene on the street, right? Go for it. Make your scene. All right, have fun, because you won't get another chance. You could change something, a relationship with somebody for the long term, but you get a very small, very tiny, tiny, tiny little window to do it, okay? You can see how tiny the window is. It's right there. It's a tiny little window to speak your truth, okay? Somebody, this is an energy I run into a lot. It's okay to be the bad guy, okay? I'm taking this energy this way because the readings have been very heavy lately, and I want this one focused just on the incoming energy. And yeah, this person's going to perceive you as the bad guy. That's the devil right there. They're going to perceive you as it. Be careful also, as you're playing the bad guy, not to overplay your hand. This devil energy might make you overplay your hand and say too much. All right? There's a difference between speaking your truth and coming off like a self-righteous asshole. Okay? Don't be that. But in general, somebody, as you speak your truth, in this small window of time you have to make some big changes, you're going to be the bad guy. Just deal with it, right? I always say in my life, I joke all the time, hey, I'm always the bad guy. I'm used to it, right? I'm totally used to it. I'm the guy who says things that other people bury their head in the sand about, but it has to be said. It has to be done. Never apologize. I think you're doing this a lot for yourself. Never apologize for taking care of you. For doing what you need to do for you. Sometimes you've got to be creatively selfish. Other people will always villainize it. It's fine. Just be careful not to go too far on your side, like I said. There's your justice right there. That's it. Justice. You get a chance. This bookend in this. You get a chance at some justice. The white cat's about to talk to the black cat or vice versa, right? Doesn't matter which cat you are. You can be whichever cat you want to be. I would be the black cat. I prefer black cats. Right. They're easier to keep clean, too. Anyway, at the end of the day here, whichever cat you want to be, you got a small window of time. It's like you run into this person at the store, on the street, at the farmer's market, and you make a big scene. Make your fucking scene, but don't go overboard, okay? There's a chance of it. This is beyond your control. I got that. Well-placed major arcana, I'm going to call it. This is beyond your control. This is like happenstance. This is a serendipitous thing. This is, you just happen to. My analogy is not that far off where you make a scene. You know you won't see this person again. So say it. Say it. Deal with it once and for all. Or you won't get a chance to talk about the topic. It may not be you won't see the person again, but maybe an opening comes in on a topic that hasn't been discussed, or someone's been burying their head in the sand about. And you know it won't come up again. Pounce. Take your chance. All right? Be like a bird of prey or one of the big cats. You know, bigger cats than what are on justice. But be like you could be one of those cats too. You know, a cat who delays starves, right? You gotta pounce on the mouse when you get a chance. It's that kind of energy. Don't dilly-dally. All right? There's the mouse. Eat it. Because you won't see him again. All right? Once somebody realizes as well, if this is a topic, once somebody realizes that they brought up the topic or they left the opening for it, they'll shore that up so it never happens again. Because I don't think whatever it is you have to say, this other person wants to hear. All right? I don't think so. I think that's why that devil was there, you know. How dare you? You might get a how dare you, some of you. Oh, I hope you do. I love it when people say, how dare you? How dare I? Okay. It's funny, a lot of times people criticize me for things on this channel which are mild. Those of you that have been here a long time know some of the shit that's come out of my mouth. And I think to myself, that's, of all the shit I've done over the last 5.5 years, that's what bothers you? Really? Wow, you must be new. You know, it's a bit of that. You might have a bit of that going on with this person too. I don't know. Let's see. Card before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Why? You know? Let's go. Let's find out. Let's see where we're at. I've been shuffling while I've been talking. Yeah, the Eight of Cups, and I've seen that before. It's at the bottom, randomly at the bottom of the deck we're going to clarify with. It's back. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You know, I remember that was there. I looked at it when I put the deck down, when I grabbed it. You won't get another. We're here because somebody who walked away is showing up. There's 8 broken cups. You're going to get a chance to fix them. You're going to get a chance. It's a small window. And I'm not a fucking time lord. We'll talk about that in a minute when I run through my intro spiel, which everybody fast forwards through. So they never hear that I'm not a time lord. Okay? There's no time in the energy. I'm pulling on the end of May. But this could happen in June, July. All kinds of shit happens. In the northern hemisphere, it's summer. Y'all walking around half naked outside. All kinds of stuff happens. People find you, all kinds of things. You got a lot of 8 broken cups. This could be a personal and inner 8 broken cups you want to clear up, right? Could be you haven't been banged in a while. You get a small window. Someone's interested. Pounce. Take it, right? Otherwise, it could be that dry spell will continue after that. And, you know, you might want to just get your rocks off while you got a chance, okay? It could be anything. The same frequency of energy could play out 1,000 different ways. I've already given it to you 3 or 4 here, all right? Anyway, you get a chance, a small window to fix 8 broken cups. That's why we're here. It's even here. It's everywhere. I can't get rid of it. Let's see where we go. Unbelievable. Oh. The opportunities I see, I've been people watching since I was a little kid, and the opportunities just across the board, not just banging, but the opportunities I see people just miss because they're not paying attention, or they think it'll come back around again. Oh, God, it's unbelievable. Ace of Cups. What did I say? What did I just say? Does that cup look broken to you? All 8 of those cups, well, it's gone now, but I'll show you here. All 8 of these broken cups are that cup. So you're fixing the individual cups, but you're sort of melting them down and reforming one big giant cup, one new big beginning in love. Wow. The readings lately have just been, the cards, I mean, I'm just like, oh my God, right? I'm feeling like I should go play some poker or something. Really, I should be, honestly. Oh my God, I come back, I lay all my winnings on the table, right? It's unreal. The way the cards are falling, I wonder if the other ones will fall the same way. All right, let's see where we go. I'm a decent poker player. I could cheat and read people, but I don't like gambling. So I'm not a gambler per se. Let's see where we go. Shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Lepteri, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. All right? I already told you that. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. It could be future influence for you. Right? Could be. Let's see where we go here. The deck of cards. Somebody asked me once, why is a jack not called a prince? The jack is called a jack. It used to be called a knave, which starts with a K. And it's actually a servant. It's not a prince. And in the I think it was the mid-19th century, I'm paraphrasing, when they put the little letters in the corners of the cards, K for king, Q for queen, and all that, they realized that they had a second K if they kept calling it a knave. So they just changed it to a jack, and they put a J. That's all. But it's actually a servant. It's not a prince. All right? So keep that in mind. You can look it up. You could fact check me. It's fine. I'm full of useless facts. I know all kinds of things. If there's ever a game show called Useless Stuff I Know, I will be the Ken Jennings. I will be the big champion, right? Ken Jennings, the guy who won like $1 trillion on Jeopardy. The High Priestess. Anyway, It's not a prince. That's why it's not called a prince. Anyway, the high priestess. Hidden. There's just this. You've got. I don't know. It came up in the energy weather update. About passed on relatives or something. Somebody on the other side's pulling strings for you. Can I just put it that way? Somebody pulling strings. You've got some kind of hidden force that's driving you towards something. That's our over. Somebody wants to improve your life. Somebody wants you to be happy again. It's an energy on the other side. I'm sorry to put the hocus pocus on it, but it is with this here. Somebody's pulling some strings, making something happen so that you live a better life, so that you could take care of this thing, these 8 broken cups. All right? You're getting helped by a higher power here. Both of you, on some level. It takes 2 to tango. So if you're supposed to run into somebody somewhere, the universe has to maneuver so that both sides show up. If it's an issue, the universe has to maneuver probably the other person to create an opening. It could be you creating the opening too. I don't know. We're going to pull a pyramid here. I think that's wise. It's a monthly type reading anyway. Let's see where we go. Okay. Right here's how this other person feels about you. Right here's what they think about you, and right here's the final outcome. Okay? I don't know. I'm really interested in how they feel about you, because that would be while the cups are broken, I think. And I think when we clarify, we might see what happens after as it applies to the final outcome. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have no idea. But it feels like that's how the reading might fall. Let's see where we go. How do they feel about you? You ready? All right? You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. See how they feel. King of Wands. Somebody. Ego. What is ego doing in the feelings? You hurt my feelings. You sank my battleship. Okay, center card. You said, what did I say? Look, what did I say? Why am I your second favorite? I not only told you what a jack means, right, just a few bits ago, and I give you all kinds of tips. I've given you no less than a half a dozen tips for uses for aluminum foil that you didn't know about. Probably. And chemical reactions. It's fun. I mean, I said, you sank my battleship. You hurt my feelings, and then I threw that. I mean, I'm not looking. I don't know. What's red with the ego? Then look at now. See now, look. I got a couple of horses here. I got a sad horse in the middle. These are red, center, left, right. Okay? And then I've got this. This person is proud. Whoever this person is, they're very proud. You hurt them. They feel like you hurt them. They feel, I'm going to tell you, reading this energy, they should be ashamed of themselves, and I think that's what you tell them, which is why you're the bad guy. In some capacity, I'm paraphrasing. Okay? But let's phrase it this way. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're not. They feel you hurt their feelings. You sank their battleship. And they're doing things emotionally that boost their ego, that boost their confidence. Okay? This is why I think this isn't one of those readings where they regret it and they're turning around and coming back. Although I could see how a card reader might read it this way, which is why you want energy readers doing your tarot readings, not card readers. By the cards, they regret it, they turn it around and coming back and just state their case. I don't think they are. I think this person's doing things to bolster their confidence and bolster their ego, and I think you have a happenstance run-in. We can't forget the pre-shuffle and what we saw over here. I don't think this person's returning. I can't say they're going to reach out, they're going to return. I think you accidentally get an opportunity to talk about something that this person would rather avoid, or you accidentally run into this person and you get a chance to finally say something that this person really would like to avoid. Okay? All right. What do they think about you? Let's go 3D here. Oh, shit. The King of Swords. Oh, you self-righteous bitch. That's what they think about you. The King of Swords. It is what it is. What did I say back in the pre-shuffle? I said I run into this all the time. I often reflect as King of Swords, so I can dig it. I'm with you. You are the King of Swords. You're saying things that make you the bad guy, that other people don't want to hear. You're correcting people. Why? Why do I correct people sometimes? Sometimes, why did I correct squirrel eggs next door? Right? I told you a story about my neighbor. We had a raccoon up in the tree and the squirrels were going crazy. And he told his kids, he's got his little kids with him. And he says, well, the squirrels are probably on eggs. That's why they're going crazy. Why did I correct him? Rather snottily. But why did I correct him and say squirrels are mammals? They don't lay eggs. Okay? Why? Because we got enough stupid people in the world. And if this guy can't be raising his children like he probably shouldn't have reproduced. You know, I mean, if you're that dumb, at the end of the day here, I correct and look like the bad guy, maybe look like an asshole because I said it kind of snottily, because we need correct information. Those kids are sponges for information. Those children are going to go on to believe that mammals lay eggs. Okay, at the end of the day here, you're saying things. You're correcting squirrel eggs, which is forever his fucking nickname. You're correcting squirrel eggs here. It's important. You're setting something right. You're saying something that this person doesn't want to hear. And I think they see you as that type of person, which could be why this person either avoids you or the topic. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's see where we go. What else? You're going to be the bad guy. They see you as the bad guy. You self-righteous prick. Fucking mammals don't lay eggs. Yeah, fuck them. You know, whatever. I don't give a fuck what he thinks of me. I care what his children know. I care about the fact that those, see, you're saying proof positive of everything I just said. The Eight of Wands. They think you say shit and you are a self-righteous prick. You bitch. Right? It's a bit of that. That's what's here. That's what they think about you. They think you tell the truth, and they know that they're full of shit. Okay? In fact, the guy next door, Squirrel Eggs, as he's forever known, is the King of Wands. And I'm the King of Swords. And when I see these two energies here, the King of Wands doesn't like the King of Swords because the King of Swords makes the King of Wands see what a phony-ass prick they are, what a dumbass they are. Right? Usually for a good cause, though. It's for a righteous cause. I did it for the kids. Right? It's important that they learn very young that their father was an idiot. He is. He's never shown me any other thing. I've lived next door to him for 12 years. He's a moron, right? He's got a garage full of shit to remind him why he's a loser. You know, he really is. At the end of the day here, that is what you remind this person. Whatever this is. This may not be a love thing. This might just be an issue you have with a family member or something like that. The King of Wands are these people that are walking around that think they're smart, and they're not. I don't know who told them they were smart, but they're not. And you remind them that they're not. And that's how they see you. They see you as self-righteous. What's the potential final outcome for you? Red with 5 cups. The Ace of Cups. It is what it is. They show up, communication. There they are, right there. There's the card that came after the cut. Before that is an implied, because it's the actual card that came after the cut, the 8 of Cups is implied. And you are the one who does that. You do this. You rebuild this. I'm going to tell you, they already see you as harsh and too much. Try not to go overboard with it. Okay? Try not to be snarky like I was. Be better than me. I don't mind. It's fine. I learn as I go. Was I a little snarky in telling him that squirrels don't lay eggs? Yeah, I was. I admit it. I look back. I could have been a little kinder. But great horned owls aren't known for being particularly kind, right? You know, I mean, they see every mouse, every rat as an idiot. Okay, and they go for it, right? They get the steely eyes kind of a thing. Here, right here. And if the kids weren't there, I wouldn't have corrected him because I don't care. It's too late for him. It's too late to change for him. But they were young, you know? Ah, God. When I was their age, I was reading, they were like 7. When I was their age, I was all up in animal books. I knew everything. I could tell you anything about the big cats, which one was the biggest, which one was this, which was mammals. I knew about lizards. I was reading books like crazy. What's happened? What has happened? You know, Anyway, you get to fix this. Let's clarify. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. 5 of Cups. And again, we'll show you the 8 of Cups randomly at the bottom. Let's see where we go. It's good. You're righting a wrong here, but look, this is a singular cup. This is all for you. Okay? Well, I don't know if you get together with this person or not. I have no idea. But you won't get together with this person as long as there's 8 broken cups, and this person is the King of Wands, always trying to protect their ego. They know that you're someone who says things they don't want to hear. Too bad. You get a chance to do it. It's a small window. Whether you run into them or a topic comes up because there's somebody that's already in your life every day, it doesn't matter. You got a small window. If you want to have an actual real relationship with this person, real, solid, new beginning, you got your shot. Your shot is coming. It's a very small window, though. It's represented by the Knight of Wands and a very, very small window at that, energy coming off of it. Because this person's moving fast. Anyway, their energy's moving fast. They're going to try to get away from you very quickly because as soon as they see you, the King of Wands, as soon as they see the King of Swords, they run. That neighbor doesn't talk to me. He sees me, he pretends he's on his phone and goes the other way. He doesn't want to hear what I have to say. Right? He's not going to give me any fun facts that he thinks he knows. Tell you what. All right. The 5 of Cups. I don't much care. His energy's terrible. It's awful. He's a narcissist of the highest order. Unreal. My wife accidentally had a UPS package delivered. They delivered it to the wrong place and delivered it to him, right? And she caught the UPS guy. She said, hey, it's me over here. You delivered it. The UPS guy went over to his place. He'd already taken it inside. And the UPS guy was like knocking on the window. And he's telling my wife, he's like, I can see him, but he's not coming to he could see me, but he's not coming to the thing. He's just keeping the package, right? Fucking nut job, man. All right, 5 of Cups. That was before I corrected him on squirrel legs, by the way. So don't be like, oh, he's probably just doing that for revenge. No, that was before we had any problems. People show you who they are. I already knew he was a prick in advance. All right, Death card. Ross in that. I don't say anything or joke about anything in these readings. That's not part of the reading. I'm cluing you in with my story on who this might be. This is somebody who annoys you as much as squirrel legs annoys me. Right? But you got 8 broken cups with them. You got something that needs to be said. This person needs to know something. You want a relationship of some kind with this person. That's the only difference, I suppose. I want him to move. But it's whatever. Hell, I'd pay for it if he asked me. Listen, if we could get a couple of grand to move, we'd appreciate it. Yeah, here's a blank check. Just go. Somebody here refuses to change. Okay? They almost enjoy the rain a little bit. I think this is somebody, if this is an issue where somebody's wrong and you're right, and you're going to try to show them that you're right, I think they already know they're wrong. Okay? What's on top? 3 of Cups. And why is that here? The Emperor. Yeah. What did I just describe to you? Squirrel legs. Straight up. Okay? It's an out of balance Emperor, all King of Wands. Has to do this. That's the same fucker I tell the story all the time. Somebody asked if he rents or owns. His response is, yeah, we're here. He can't even bring himself to say that he rents. He can't. But if he owned, right, he'd be right out with that information and I own. Right? He'd be right out with that information. You can't lie about that shit anymore because of Zillow and sites like that. You can't tell people you own the home. All I got to do is punch in the address and I know damn well you don't. So anyway, it's sold. Last time it sold was before you were born. I don't know. Anyway, this person here, they shut down. They shut down when they're wrong. So they do ego things to make themselves feel right or things they know they're good at. Okay? They shut down when they know they're wrong. I'm right here. I'm totally right. So in the feelings department, I don't need this. I'm going to pull on the King of Wands because you are the King of Swords. They actually see you accurately. Can I point that out? They see you are this energy. You abso-fucking-smurfly are. And if I bring the Smurfs in, it's a big deal. Showed up as the Queen of Swords in the beginning. It's showing up as the King of Swords here. That's a warning to you not to be confrontational. Be better than Steve correcting squirrel legs. Okay? Be kinder. Be a kind, gentle. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe a really tame, somebody's pet great horned owl rather than a wild one. You know what I'm saying? They do like hugs if you tame them. You know, I'm more of a wild great horned owl, so I tend to keep my mouth shut a lot offline. So anyway, I don't have that luxury here. Look, you know. Let's see where we go. King of Wands. There's too many of these people and not enough of these people in the world. And it's time for these people to start pointing out to these people that they're not the shit that they think they are. Okay? That they're just shit. It's important. But how you do it, how much gas you give it is important. All right? Don't go overboard in this energy. You'll pay for it. You'll end up fixing the broken cups and then breaking this cup. You know, so be careful. All right. See, you saw it, right? You saw it fly out. It's my Page of Wands reversed. Flew out. And the Lovers. And the Strength card looks at this person. This person is very, what's the word? I'm not even going to talk about, I mean, I know this is how they feel about, okay, I'll give you the surface energy, how they feel about you. There's some love here. I don't know if this is a friend or family member or somebody you'd bang, a runner, or somebody you're in a relationship with. So I'm not going to make it too dirty, right? Talk about motel rooms and stuff like that here with the Lovers card. But I am going to say, you activate their heart chakra. And I'm going to tell you something. They don't like it any more than a boy this age would. Boys this age or a little bit younger, when they get a crush, they shut it down. I used to tease my nephew all the time. I knew he liked some little girl in his class, right? Kelly Hawthorne. That was her name. I remember. Right? Was that it? No. Anyway, it was something like that. It was some city in Los Angeles. I don't think it was Kelly Torrance. I know it was down in that area. Anyway, we'll just call her Kelly Orange, and we'll leave it at that. Oh, he liked Kelly. Right? But when I told him, I think you like Kelly. You can't fool me. You little shit. I know you like Kelly. No, I don't. I do not. Got all defensive and shut down. Right? Okay. All right. Take it. I even mentioned her name. You can't stand up for 20 minutes. Shut the fuck up. You love Kelly. Right? No, I don't. No, I don't. This person is in denial. You rip you like a crowbar. Whoever this person is, you open their heart chakra. Okay? Right? Okay. You're Kelly. In that analogy. All right? They're like my nephew. I don't like, no, I don't. No. Yeah, fuck you, you don't. All right. So let's go. Let's pull on your King of Swords. Let's do it. I'm proud of you for being this. I just want you to be a better owl than me. I'm a bit of a hothead. I'm getting better as I get older. You know, the whole squirrel eggs thing was a while ago. You know, those kids are like 14 now. But, you know, so 7 or 8 years ago. But I'm better. I'd probably handle it better these days. But still, what kind of a grown-ass man thinks squirrels lay eggs? I mean, what the fuck? What? I mean, the education system let him down. Okay? It let him down. It didn't offer him a field guide. I had the Mammals of North America, I remember. I read all about them when I was a kid. Oh, my God, I was in that book. I couldn't believe bobcats lived in my area. I was like, bobcats? And it actually was an old book. It was one of my dad's field guides from when he was a kid. It had jaguars in it. Jaguars used to live all through Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi. You know, they used to live all through there. They got pushed down into South America. But we used to have jaguars here, the 3rd largest cat. Let me tell you something. That's pretty cool. All right. King of Swords. A lot of people didn't know that. All right. Come on. Learn about the world around you, so while you're destroying it, you at least know what you're destroying, right? It's the Page of Pentacles. Here we go. Well, I said we used to have jaguars. Why do you think they left? You know, we started killing them all. That's why. We love to kill things. What is with that? My God. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the student. They don't like being your fucking student. They think you see them as a student, as an idiot. This is what my neighbor thinks I see him as. This little page. Actually, I just see him as this asshole, this king. I'll give him a king, but I'll give him the shitty one. Right? But this is, it hurts his ego. What did I say? The King of Wands doesn't like the King of Swords because the King of Swords shows the King of Wands what a moron they are. The King of Swords doesn't like the King of Wands because the King of Wands is a fucking moron. That's why. You know, and who won't listen. I'm just trying to teach you something. That's all. Don't be mad about facts. You know, I mean, unreal. He got all mad at me. Don't correct me in front of my children. I'm going to correct you in front of your children when you're saying stupid shit that's going to send them down a wrong path. That's ridiculous, you know. What are they going to get married one day and ask their wife, you know, where's the egg at? Looking for an egg in the bed. Where is it at? Where is it at? Right? What the hell? The Four of Cups. Good Lord, I don't even think he knows where babies come from. Why is that here? The Eight of Pentacles. They think you're unaware that you're a dick. They think you're unaware. They think you're a dick because you point out some things to them, right? You show them where they're wrong, and this is someone who doesn't like to admit they're wrong. I get it. I get it. They think you're unaware, but they think you don't care. They think you lack empathy. I don't think you do. I think you just say what needs to be said. I think in the current energy, if I'm to pull this energy in, you say what needs to be said. Okay? And do it. This is your chance. This is it. What did I tell you in the pre-shuffle? Just like I was with the squirrel leg incident, you're going to be seen as the bad guy. Even if you do it nicely. If you do it better than me, you're very kind. Excuse me, sir. Yes, squirrels don't lay eggs. They're mammals. Okay, I just wanted to let you know, okay? Oakley dokley. I don't care how you fucking do it. You're still the bad guy. I'm still, no matter how I said it, I'm still correcting him in front of his fucking kids. And Mr. Ego can't take that. Because in front of his kids, he's the master. Right? Yes. He walks his dog the same way. He doesn't even think his dog needs a leash. He walks it off leash. The fucking thing's going to get killed one day running in the street. And you know what? He's such a narcissist, he's going to blame the driver who hits him. I guarantee you he'll yell at the guy when it's his fault that the dog's not on the leash. He thinks he's a control person. I'm describing on some level who this person is to you. So it doesn't matter how you say it. That devil in the pre-shuffle shows you're going to be the bad guy. Or girl, whatever. Just be prepared, okay? It is what it is. I'm always the bad guy. That's my saying. That's my slogan. In fact, I think I have a shirt somewhere that my sister had made at some point. It says, I'm always the bad guy. I am. But I'm not saying things that aren't true. You know? And that's what makes you the bad guy, especially today. In today's world, the truth makes you the bad guy. Truth gets canceled. You know, truth makes you the bad guy. People don't want to hear it. Why? Because the other shit sounds better. I don't need to bury my head in the sand for junk food. But you start talking broccoli, I don't want that. It's good for you, though. Yeah. Ace of Cups. This person doesn't want to hear what you have to say, but you got one little window to say it. I suggest you motherfucking say it. I don't care how you say it. These cards prove it doesn't matter. You're going to be the bad guy either way. Whatever you say, it doesn't matter. I could have done the Oakley dokley thing with the squirrel eggs. I still would have been a bad guy because I corrected him in front of his children. Right? I did that because I knew in the moment that he wouldn't then take the information and tell his children. He wouldn't do that. I know he wouldn't. So. Let's see where we go. Everything I'm telling you, if you're not getting it, everything I'm telling you is pertinent to who this person is and how you need to deal with them. Everything. It may not be an exact match, but it's a rhyme. It rhymes. Like history, it rhymes when it comes back around. It's not exact. All right? So keep that in mind here. Whatever I'm saying, in the basic sense, this is you got a shot to say something, to clear up 8 broken cups and make sure that you can shore them up and whatever. You get a new beginning with this person. I think you want a new beginning with this person. That's the fundamental difference between me and squirrel eggs. I don't want a new beginning with my neighbor King of Wands. I want him to move. You want a new beginning with this person. That is fundamentally the difference. You will be the bad guy here. But in a predictive sense, the energy says you'll win. It's the Ten of Pentacles. You can have what you want here. You can have it. It doesn't matter how you say it. It makes no difference. It's just that it's said. There's some sort of, what did I tell you? Hidden energy helping you. You're getting help from a higher power. I didn't have any help with squirrel eggs. I didn't. I didn't have any help with it. So it was just me. This is not all you. This is divinely guided on crack. Also, keep in mind this card on a surface read talks about this is a topic, this is probably for a lot of you an issue that's been carpet swept. A lot of people, it might be a family thing. A lot of families bury their head in the sand. My family's notorious for it. There's things that have happened that nobody talks about. Those things are horrific. Horrific. And they don't talk about it. How my aunt and her brother, my uncle, can sit across from each other at a Thanksgiving table without her stabbing him with a damn knife blows my fucking mind at the shit that went down when they were kids. So I have no idea, but it's just, I can feel the carpet sweeping. I can feel, when I see them, their energy, there's a carpet over it. I mean, it literally is. That's the way I read it. So at the end of the day here, this is for a lot of you on the surface. This is something that's been carpet swept. This person definitely does not want this topic broached. And you're dangerous. They know that you'll broach it. They know the King of Swords will say it. You know, and they don't want to hear it any more than my nephew wanted to hear. He liked old Kelly, right? Which is why the universe, you're getting help, is facilitating either the topic coming up, right? If you're already with this person in your life, or a chance run-in. Pure happenstance. All right, let's see what's on top here. The death card. It was crossing here. These are red with these. It's all on you. It's all you. You want rebirth? You could say nothing or you could say something. Okay? It's up to you. You get a small window to do it. Why is that here? The Queen of Wands. I love it. What's the bridge? Real quick. Yeah. We'll deal with these in a minute. Oh, sorry. Whoop, I keep knocking that. Bookends. Right? 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Those 2 cups fill that cup. It's up to you. I mean, I stand by my read. Plain and simple. The Queen of Wands is don't turn into this person. They're the King of Wands. I got a Queen of Wands in your final outcome. It's not saying you're the Queen of Wands. It's in the clarifiers. I'm just going to phrase it this way. Don't mince your words. Do not turn into what they are. Okay? If you're pulling it out from under the carpet, set the fucking carpet on fire. Do not mince words. All right? There you go. I've said all I need to say here. These are great. You'll be in help. Somebody, I'm going to say, because of the energetic weather update this week, this might be a passed on relative that's giving you a hand. It could be. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. And we'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. This is an intense reading. You pry this person, I remember the strength card crossing there. You pry this person's heart chakra open. You really do. All right? You really do. All right. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Old squirrel eggs. He's got a new hobby now. You're not going to believe this. I pick on him about it see in private. He's got, those things you clean your keyboard with? Then they sell, not the spray cans, but the electric ones, the rechargeable blower thing that you clean your keyboard with, your kind of a thing you buy for that. He's actually out there doing his wife's car with it. It's a minivan, using a keyboard cleaner to blow dust off a minivan. It's such a small area. Obviously, he doesn't know science either. It's such a small area, he's just blowing the dust back on. It's following him as he goes and coming right back on the car. It's mind-blowing, the stupidity. Fucking incredible. Unreal. Anyway, here we go. Jesus. I'm surprised he doesn't turn that keyboard cleaner into a leaf blower. All right. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. I should sell tickets. You guys can come out and see this guy. We could just sit. We'll put lawn chairs out and we'll just watch him for a day. You could pay, I don't know what, $10? $10 admission would make it nice and cheap. It's not Disneyland. Ride doesn't need to be $400. We'll see where we go. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Swords. 10 of Swords. Let me move this just a little bit here. And a moon. What's under the moon? Oh, 8 of Pentacles. That's good. That's fine. This is about doing work that hasn't been done, right? Again, this is someone who may have disappointed you, but they're actually a better person than that. This is somebody you would know is capable of being a better person. And that's where the analogies at some point break down. They always do. They're just to give you the idea. And that's where this my squirrel eggs guy neighbor analogy breaks down. I think he's just, a little page. I think he's just a disappointment. I don't think he's capable of anything more. You think this person is capable of much more. That's why you're willing to put in the effort here. I'm just trying to warn you. This is actually technically already over. You're getting a rare chance. I'll put some hocus pocus on it for you, okay? Just go with this with your mind's eye. A passed on relative or a guardian angel or something pleaded your case with the executives up top and the other astral plane, in the other universe or dimension, if you will. They pleaded your case. They got you a little bit of an extension here. A little bit. This is actually an issue it's probably an issue for most of you, and it's long dead. It's coming back. You're going to get your moment. But I can't warn you enough. It's so small because that's why that's there. With the moon, you'll miss it. I swear you just, oh my God. If you want to spot a raccoon at night, or a porcupine at night, or a skunk at night, all you got is a little bit of light. You got to look for the eyes. That's it. The reflection off the eyes. If you want to spot an owl at night, you got to look for the eyes. It's a very small little thing. You're not going to see the full animal. You're going to see these little eyes lit up, looking at you from behind the trees. That's it. It's a very small opportunity. You stand a good chance to win here. You do. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to pull and extend it on this. I have to. I love that you're the bad guy. I love it. Thank goodness it's not just me anymore. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right, if you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. I want it for sure. Good luck.